Alright, good morning everyone.
Morning.
So how many people like to watch or play sports? Oh, wow, alright, so how many people like to play soccer? Okay, now it went down, okay. So as you guys know, I'll be discussing about soccer and how it transformed here in the US and how it became one of the biggest sports played and watched here and the whole world. So I was supposed to bring a soccer ball today to represent my artifact, but yesterday I lost my soccer ball. And I was supposed to bring my jersey to represent that, but since I was running late here and I didn't have a ride, my dad came at the last second, so I left it in my other bag. Soccer started in Europe, mostly in England, and it moved to the US later. In Europe, it's called football instead of soccer. It's football, and in Spanish it's fútbol. And soccer is mostly taught here in the U.S. and Canada. Most people, if a person says football, sometimes they say that's American football. So we say soccer. So today I'm be taught. So this sport is not only fun to play, but it brings different cultures together. Today I will be discussing about how soccer transformed and how I identify with that culture. Then I'll be discussing about why I really love to play soccer. So like I pointed out earlier, soccer started in England, and it turned small. It turned small and then eventually turned how it is today. In the 1930s, Uruguay held the first ever World Cup, and Uruguay was beating every team they played against. They were playing about 12 teams, and during the finals, they played against Argentina, which they won 4-2, and made Uruguay the first ever country win a World Cup. From that point on, the World Cup was held in different part of the countries, and it held every 4 years. During 1942 and 1946, the World Cup wasn't held because during those times there was the Second World War II. So it would be pretty weird having like a semifinals or a finals having U.S. played against Japan or Germany against Russia or something like that. During 1932, the Summer Olympics was held here in LA. Every sport was being played, but FIFA decided to take out soccer away from the Olympics because soccer wasn't as more popular here. American football was popular during that time. 2 years from there, soccer was getting popular here in the U.S. because during 1996, U.S. held the World Cup here, and from that point on, soccer was getting popular here. 2 years from that, 2 years later, the MLS started to play, and it started with 10 teams, but eventually it grew to 20 teams now. So one day I want to see like Messi or Cristiano play here for the MLS. Most famous soccer players today are retiring here in the U.S. So now you know mostly the brief history about soccer. Now I'm going to discuss why is it so important to me. So at the age of 5, I started to play soccer. My parents didn't have time to teach me or play or take me to the park because since they worked two or three jobs at that time, so all day, all night. My uncles came during that time, and they started living with us. And they decided to take me to the park and teach me how to play soccer. Both of them were strikers at that time, so they teach me the basic concepts and how to dribble the ball and all of that stuff. And I started getting better at it. And my parents decided to sign me up for a team, and I played as a striker position. And I played for about 3 years, And at the age of 8, I had an accident that I broke my leg, and I couldn't play anymore. And then I stopped playing soccer for about two years, and then I started going back at it, but I wasn't at my prime at that time, so I went from a striker to defender, and later I became a goalkeeper. And from that point on, 10 years, I've been playing as a goalkeeper, and I really love playing at the position. And this sport brings cultures together because during like every single World Cup, my family unites, and my parents make different food to watch our favorite teams play. So now you guys know why I'm passionate about soccer, and why this soccer brings joy, passion, and love to my heart. And now I gotta say that Lucas Soccer is my life, and thank you.